What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to review chapter 226 of Jujutsu Kaisen Manga. So let's get into it. Starting up the chapter, we can see that Sukuna and Gojo, both of them activates their domain, but Sukuna has an advantage because he has an open domain and it has a wide range compared to Gojo's domain. So Gojo's domain is now vulnerable from the attacks coming from the outside. So resulting of these attacks from Sukuna, Gojo's domain slowly shattered and Sukuna landed a clean cut on Gojo's neck on this panel, showing how shocked Gojo is. And Yuji, Choso, and the others are getting worried to Gojo, but right away, Gojo uses reverse curse technique to heal his cut neck, as Kusakabe says, and we have a little commentary panel here. Choso, Hakari, and Kusakabe saying that since Sukuna doesn't close his barrier, wouldn't running away be easy? So Choso right here is suggesting that Gojo must run away to avoid Sukuna's sure hit effect from his domain. And Hakari also thinks that it is possible if Malevolent Shrine maximum effective area is about the size of Shibuya, then Gojo should be fast enough to get away from. But Kusakabe responded that no, his instantaneous movement uses limitless curse technique to compress his space and coordinates. That's why Gojo's domain was just destroyed, so he can't use his curse technique for a while. And Miura right here is getting worried to Gojo as well, saying that, but that means... And Kusakabe responded, yeah, that means Gojo's in trouble. And we can see on this panel that Gojo's receiving the slashing attacks from Sukuna. And mind you guys that the slashing attack from Sukuna's domain is both dismantle and cleave. Both slashing attacks is really effective against stronger targets, having the ability to adapt depending on the opponent's strength. So that is really advantage right here from Sukuna, and you can see that Gojo's really tanking all the attacks, not even kneeling from Sukuna. And on the side panel, we can see that Gojo is glad, saying that with regards to its curse technique, I'm overwhelmingly stronger. So he's confident that his curse technique is more powerful than what he is suffering right now. And Sukuna chuckles while doing this, and right off the bat, Gojo tries to run away, and Sukuna jumps onto Gojo, thinking that you think I'd let you go, starting a hand-to-hand combat while Sukuna throws a huge kick to Gojo. Gojo catches the kick and throws a kneeling down kick to Sukuna, throwing Sukuna onto the ground and throwing a huge fist with cursed energy output. And while doing that, Sukuna notices the strength of Gojo and quite impressed, saying he moves well for someone using a reverse curse technique at full throttle to keep my slashing attacks at bay. And Gojo has an observation right here that apparently the Malevolent Shrine center isn't Sukuna, but it's the shrine itself. And showing on the television that Yuji watches, what if the shrine was destroyed? Says by Yuji, and Kusakabe right here is saying, ordinarily, concrete manifestation of init domains don't have a special meaning or function. In other words, they might as well not exist. So basically, Kusakabe saying right here is just a design from its domain, and Mei agreed to Kusakabe. If the shrine is merely a symbol of the domain, then it can't be broken, so there's no point on trying. And also, if Gojo with his 6 eyes hasn't attempted to do so, then that must be the case. And they're just worried right here, saying that is there nothing he can do? And a new shadow style appeared. Gojo casted a simple domain right in front of Sukuna, trying to avoid the short effect of Sukuna's domain. And Yuji is surprised that Gojo's using the simple domain, saying that didn't Gojo sensei say he can't do that? And Kusakabe responded, no, he said he can't teach it. Natural geniuses can teach for squat. And Maki replied, then don't make a guy like that teacher for the first years. And right here, they're showing both Sukuna and Gojo explaining how simple domain will negate the guaranteed effect of the hit from Sukuna's domain while he heals himself with reverse curse technique. And they're just wondering how can he do reverse curse technique and normal curse energy output control at the same time. And Choso responded, but compared to a real domain, the curse energy output for a simple domain will merely buy time, and that is exactly what I think is Gojo doing right here. And as you can see, the simple domain started slowly shuttering down as they engage again, again into a hand-to-hand combat wherein Sukuna right here landed a clean strike to Gojo, cutting his body and head off. And for the second time, Gojo uses simple domain to stop the slashing attacks from Sukuna, and Choso right here saying, "See, I told you." And look at Sukuna's face right here saying how boring. And Kusakabe Hakari and Kashimo Yuta is questioning themselves at what is happening right now. And Gojo still fighting Sukuna hand-to-hand combat, but they realize that Gojo stopped healing with the reverse curse technique, and they just wonders, and Yuta is thinking right here that Gojo must have ran out of curse energy, but he contradicts himself saying he wouldn't run out of curse energy. But Takumo Ino responded to Yuta that Gojo uses reverse curse technique full blast immediately after opening his domain, and he's expended twice the usual amount of curse energy, all while Sukuna has been attacking non-stop. And that's just making a great point from Takumo Ino. And right here on this panel, we can see an injured Gojo, and right below this panel, we can see that Geiki Akutami is showing that is Gojo going to lose. And right off the bat, we can see Gojo jumps into Sukuna and tightly hugging Sukuna right here, and look at the face of Sukuna, noticing the speed of Gojo was turned back into normal levels, and he didn't anticipate this move from Gojo at all. And Gojo whispers to Sukuna, "Reversal curse technique red," and this one is a banger chapter, guys. Pointing a gun finger point blank on Sukuna's face, activating a red right into the face of Sukuna. And Yuta's reaction right here is just shocked on how is that even possible, and realizing as well that maybe he couldn't heal his body because he was using a reverse curse technique to heal his burned out curse technique. And this will be the topic on the coming chapters on how did Gojo did it right here. And now Gojo successfully landed a clean strike on Sukuna's face, activating a red point blank, throwing Sukuna right into his domain, destroying the domain itself. And right here it shows that Sukuna's face has been damaged, half of his face has been damaged, and Gojo casually healing himself using reverse curse technique. So Gojo's saying right here on the last panel that this wasn't easy, and both of them, Gojo and Sukuna, smiling their faces off. And we continued this battle on chapter 227 release. So if you enjoyed that video, guys, hit that like and subscribe button for more Jujutsu Kaisen and anime updates, and I'll see you on the next one.